If you don't succeed, try, and try again. It's the motto being taken to heart here in Washington tonight, with the whole world watching and holding its breath. After the House of Representatives considered a $700 billion economic rescue plan and found it wanting, the Senate rushed a rework package to its floor tonight for what you might call a revival meeting. The kiss of life, it seems, rather than the kiss of death. The hope is that the House will then follow suit in a revote on Friday. Our Washington correspondent Kathy Kay has been watching it all.
The bailout for Wall Street is being resold today as a rescue for Main Street. But on Main Street in Frederick, Maryland, they're still not buying it.
I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to be dependent on the economy itself. I mean, people just having faith in the market again. You know, so. But no, I don't think the bailout's going to work.
I have mixed feelings on that. I think that a government is going to pay off people that don't need to be paid off.
I think they have to step in to some degree. I don't know that that becoming the owner of all the financial institutions in the United States is the right thing to do.
Capitol Hill in Washington is just an hour from Frederick. The mood is just as sober. The grey heads of the US Senate know this bill is unpopular, so the second version of the bill has been altered to change the minds of opponents. It would more than double the amount of money small businesses and individuals can keep safely in their banks. It would provide a range of tax breaks, again aimed at smaller companies around the nation. And although it won't be in the bill, there might be hints at changes in accounting rules to make financial firms look healthier.
I think it's important to appreciate the fact that Main Street is at severe distress here and at severe risk. And this package has been structured to try to protect the interests of taxpayers as well as address the needs to increase credit in our communities.
And from the clearly tired Democratic leader, a plea for action.
Inaction is not an option we have. Is the program that we've set up perfect? Of course not. But it's going to work and help.
Barack Obama campaigned in Michigan today before flying back to Washington to vote yes on the revised bill. It's a vote that could cost him votes if he can't persuade the public it's really necessary.
Thousands of businesses could close. Millions of jobs could be lost. And a long and painful recession could follow.
Cue John McCain in Missouri with the same mission in almost the same words.
Businesses will have difficulty securing credit for operations and may be unable to pay employees. If we fail to act, the gears of our economy will grind to a halt.
I'm Jennifer Doherty. I'm running for Congress. Nice to see you.
Back in Frederick, the town's former mayor, Jennifer Doherty, is now running for the House of Representatives, where this revised bill goes next. Jennifer's a Democrat, and the Republican she hopes to beat voted no for the bailout. So what position does she take?
No politician can afford to be for this bailout. What they have to do is be willing to look at the real issue. And the real issue is home foreclosure relief. I think that that's what people are willing to accept as part of the solution.
On this Main Street, even the new bill still has plenty of critics. It's hard from here to see how action in Washington can make anything better.
Well, Kathy joins me now in the studio here to discuss the implications of all this. Kathy, what we saw on Monday in the House of Representatives was, I think Justin called it a peasants' revolt. It was certainly an act of legislative anarchy. Can the august Senate set the tone for the House vote later this week?
Well, they are very worried about the House vote, and here's the reason why, Matt. Of course, all of those House of Representative members, every single one of them, is up for re-election in November. They don't have the luxury that most of the members of the Senate do of thinking we can rise above the anger of our voters. They feel they've got no political cover here. They're worried that if they support this bailout package, even the revised one, that they will go to their voters in November and the voters will say, you voted for that bailout package, we don't like it. So you're still hearing a lot of disgruntlement from House members. One thing that makes me optimistic that they might get it to a vote on Friday and that it might pass, I spoke to one Democrat. She's one of those so-called blue dogs. A member of the 50 of them, they're fiscally conservative. She voted against the bill on Monday. She says they're working hard to try and get something that they can pass on Friday.